Ed, you having fun?
Oh yeah, it's great amount of fun in the driver's ed. Just unbelievable amounts of fun there. 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, we shouldn't say
all right,
much
yeah.
more.
Okay, all right. This week, a week after this, Thanksgiving, time to give thanks for what else but high school football.
Can you believe it's already here, Dan? I mean, it's amazing. We've already finished pretty much the entire season. It's just like yesterday that this entire season started.
I know, it's been a wild ride. Chelmsford's played well throughout the entire
Already
season.
getting into the holiday season. Unbelievable.
I know.
The games that are going on. Andover and Central Catholic.
No contest. I'd say Central Catholic takes this one in a rout.
I'm not so sure about that, Dan. I think Andover proved last week that they are a team that has to be, that they'll give a good fight, and Andover had a really good, both offensively and defensively, they were pretty sound. Central Catholic does have the edge in both offense and defense,
yeah,
I guess you could say, but you just can't count Andover out.
I'm gonna say Andover. I mean, not Andover. Yeah, well, I can say Andover loses by 14 points. Central Catholic is going to take them.
Well, just so I go against you, Dan, I'm going to take Andover over Central Catholic. Well, let's say 21-18. That's my score.
Okay.
Lowell and Haverhill. Lowell used to play Lawrence. Now they're playing Haverhill.
And Haverhill, actually, they used to play Salem, New Hampshire, but it's New Hampshire. Forget about it. Yeah. They start a couple of weeks earlier than we do. So usually they don't have Thanksgiving Day games. So Salem, New Hampshire was basically the only team in New Hampshire that did play on Thanksgiving. But I think this is probably, I mean, Haverhill are going to come out. They're going to play tough, but I think this is probably going to be a semi-easy win for Lowell.
Yeah, I think Lowell will breeze by. All they have to, unless Ronnie Rosario gets injured somehow, then they're going to have to start to worry. But I think with Ronnie Rosario in there, Lowell easily 35-0.
Yeah,
that's my score. 35-0.
Wow, that's
yeah. I go to the extremes. Methuen is at Drakeit. Methuen has been a little, well, not disappointing at all. Sorry, wrong score. 6-3 so far. Besides last Friday's game that we don't know about, and Drakeit is Drakeit, but that's all you can really say.
Drakeit's having a tough season. Okay, that's the only thing to say about it. I mean, yeah, the last time they were really a good team, was last year, of course. Before that, 10 years. So the perennial, they're not your powerhouse MVC program. So, it's Methuen, I think, probably going to take this one. But I think Drakeit's going to be playing from pride, and they're going to make it a lot closer than it should be.
Yeah, Drakeit, they have a lot to prove, and they only have one game to prove it in, so they're going to bring that extra effort in. I take Methuen still wins because they basically have more talent and I think more experience. Drakeit's a little younger team. Methuen wins about 14-10.
Last game, Tewksbury playing Wilmington. Wilmington, another team that used to be in the MVC, but they moved to Cape Ann League. And Wilmington, they're I don't know anything about Wilmington, but in this game anyhow, I'm going to have to take Tewksbury. All right. Definitely I'm going to take Tewksbury. I got to stay with the MVC. So, Tewksbury is a team that they've worked hard all year. They've had some tough luck, but a lot of teams will.
And as Dan said, we know nothing about Wilmington, so we really can't make an educated guess about this one. Tewksbury, we really see this afternoon how good they play. If they can really show that they're the team that was supposed to be, like a good 8-2 team that people were predicting before the season, I think Tewksbury has a very good chance in the Thanksgiving game, but I don't know. We really have to look at both teams. We haven't seen Tewksbury that much either.
Hey, but you turn it around, and that could be Billerica's record, 2-8.
Unbelievable. And if Billerica wins Thanksgiving, oh, man,
no,
I'll just be sad. I'll just be sad. Oh, well.
Okay.
I'm not saying that Chelmsford will be playing a bad team, and they better win. It's just that if Billerica wins 4 straight. But no pressure against Chelmsford, please.
Okay, oh yeah, Coach's Corner, that's what's next. All right, yeah, as always, talk to Coach Rich. Coach Rich has good stuff to say. Coach Rich is here, and Coach Rich is now.
That's good.
I'm here with CHS head coach Bruce Rich, and Coach Rich, tough 35-33 loss to Andover last week.
People tell me it was a great ball game. Kids played hard. No, we prepared well for this game. Their quarterback, Ricky Johnson, had probably the game of a lifetime, and he needed to in order to beat us. But you know, we're still proud of the fact that we're still involved in a great competitive ball game, and now it's time to get ready for Tewksbury.
And everything really seemed to click except preventing the big plays from Andover, and they had a number of them on the night.
Well, it seemed like we had them first and second down. We'd stuff them, and we'd have them third and long, and the quarterback would scramble. We'd have a you know, what we call a coverage sack, and the quarterback scrambled for big yards, or he'd just catch a receiver, and you know, he was on the money with his receivers that night. They were very tough to cover.
Secondary had a pretty good night, even though Rick Johnson threw the ball well. Dom LaCapo ran the ball back for an interception.
Don made a terrific play. That was an all-conference type of play. We have him playing free safety in that particular coverage, and Danny Wachowski was chasing his man across the field, and Dom came right in and picked the ball off, and then made a couple of sweet moves to get the ball into the end zone, and that gave us the lift that we needed at that time, and kept us in the ball game.
Okay, coming in this week, you're playing a Tewksbury team that hasn't had as much success as a lot of people would have thought they would have had this season. How's your team preparing for the game?
Well, Tewksbury is a very strong program. Traditionally, they always give us a hard time. They're similar to us, a lot of ifs and buts, a lot of couldas and shouldas, and they've been very competitive this year. They haven't been a doormat in the league. So, you know, we're looking for a very competitive game this weekend. They do a lot of misdirection, and that does bother our defense somewhat, so we're looking to make a lot more penetration. Offensively, our offense has been, you know, clicking as of late, and we're looking to do much of the same. Look for Morris to carry the ball, but then watch for one or two other kids to find themselves in the mix.
And their offensive line especially, it seems like pretty small except for their right guard, or right tackle. Right tackle. How will that probably affect your penetration game?
Well, I think that we can outquick them for a change. It's almost like things have turned around. For years, we used to be the Goliaths, and they used to be the Davids, and now it's a little bit more even. We feel that we've got a very quick defense, and I think that if we can make that penetration and mess up their east-west game, I think that we can be successful.
Okay, Coach Rich, we thank you for your time, and next week we have Bill Ricca, Thanksgiving Day game. Chelsea tries to snap their 3-game losing streak to the Indians, and thanks, and good luck this week.
Thanks, Dan.
Okay.
You're really getting into that song.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a serious
Great.
message, though. Please do not drink and drive.
Let's
All right.
drive responsibly.
We'd like to give you a player's interview, but we really can't because of technical difficulties. I did interview Matt Coderre this week, and what Matt Coderre said was, I asked him before Dom LaCapo intercepted the ball last week, and they were down by, what was it, 8 points, I think, 35-27, and 2 minutes left. It looked like Methuen. I get the team wrong every time. Andover.
That's Andover.
Andover was going to run the ball out. I asked him, did the players think they had a chance? And he said that they really felt that something was going to happen their way and that they could really get back into the game. Also, Matt Coderre has some headache problems that did affect him in the game. He has some migraines that sometimes disables his abilities on the field. But overall, he played a good game. Besides the last play of the game for Chelmsford, really.
Yeah, really, that surprised me, really, that Andover threw the ball there, because, you know, with 2 minutes left, why do you want to throw the ball, put it into the end zone? I mean, you should, unfortunately, you know, we're talking against Chelmsford, but, you know, you got to run the clock down, and you don't do that by throwing the ball. It poses a dangerous situation. Chelmsford took advantage of it.
All right, Dan. Prediction time.
Prediction time. Oh, boy. I haven't had much time to think about this, but I'm going to take Chelmsford in a close one, 15-14. Tewksbury's going to come out. They're going to play tough. Their defense is going to try to get the job done. Chelmsford's going to win it on their 2-point conversion.
And Tewksbury, of course, 2-6 coming into this game. Chelmsford 3-4-1. Tewksbury has pretty much been disappointing this season so far, but you can never count them out.
Yeah, what are you going to do? I mean, you're going to have a tough season. Coach Rich said, you know, well, their line is very small. Their biggest kid, you know, they have one kid on the line that's like 6'1", I think, 280. That's their right tackle. But then other than that, they're all around 6'0", 210, 215, about that. So they're not a very big offensive line.
All right, with that note, we're gonna shut up again. Dan's gonna be solo in the booth because Jeff Stallard can't make it.
I'm scared.
I may be on the sideline, I may not. You never know. So enjoy the game, everybody. We sure will.
Lions are coming through in our pride. In our pride, come to greet you. In our pride, season day. In our pride, reign victorious. In our pride, cannot fail. In our pride. In our pride. In our pride, in our pride, in our pride. Come to play, we come to say, our colors are running true. We're here to stay, your best make way. The Lions are coming through. In our pride, in our pride, come to greet you. In our pride, season babe. In our pride, we'll reign victorious. In our pride, we cannot fail. In our pride, we come to greet you. In our pride, season babe. In our pride, we'll reign victorious. In our pride, we cannot fail. In our pride, in our pride, in our pride, in our pride, in our pride.
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Tewksbury. Today, Tewksbury Redmond hosts the CHS Lions right here on CHS Sports Productions. Tewksbury has been a bit underachieving this year so far with a 2-6-0 record. The last game, which was November 6th, against MVC powerhouse Central Catholic, they lost to that game 29-7. Talked to the head coach, Brian Elwood. He's been disappointed about the losing season so far, but he knew the team may be off to a rocky start in the beginning of the season due to the inexperience. Much of the talent from last year graduated in the senior class of last year. The JV team, however, is undefeated. So next year it looks like they'll be back on track. Their history is that they're a good team, so they'll get back on track next year. The Lions will try to get back to the 500 mark today. If you're wondering why they're playing a Sunday game, it's because the stadium has no lights for a night game. All right, let's head it to Dan Kachufis. Jeff Stallard's not here today. Dan?
You just see what happened down there. And Tewksbury having a few problems with the kickoff, and they're ending up probably about their own 25-yard line. 20-yard line, excuse me. So they spot the ball from the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for Tewksbury coming out. Their quarterback is number 7. That is Tom Sullivan. He's a junior. Also plays safety. 1 minute in the backfield. They give us to the running back, and he's got room. He breaks free for a little gain. That's number 33, Ryan Carlson. And there's a scramble on the play. By the Chelmsford defense staying out there, so Tewksbury will remain in possession of the ball. Tewksbury coming in, the number 33, Ryan Carlson. Their running back is a sophomore. And that's 42 lining up in the backfield, Eric Nickerson. He's also a sophomore. This seems like a very young Tewksbury team. Sullivan over center. Number 24 in motion. Pitch out to number 25. And he's going to be taken down in the backfield by Bill Ryder. 88 Bill Ryder on the tackle and takes it in. Number 25 is the ball carrier, Eric Hamilton. He's a junior out of Tewksbury High School. Actually, we may be joined by Sachin Nene at some point. and hopefully I'm not alone. But if it happens, it happens. Sullivan over center. Nickerson and Hamilton in the backfield. Sullivan dropping back to pass. He fires one downfield. Picked off by Dom Lacampo. Lacampo's down the sideline. And he's going to be taken down about the 20-yard line. So the Chelmsford offense is going to come onto the field, their first possession, with great field position. Dom Lacampo, his second interception in 2 games and his third of the season. Unbelievable. Lacampo picks one off on the first Tewksbury possession. The YMCA quite early here for Tewksbury, for the Chelmsford Marching Band. Chelmsford brings him out. Campbell over center, same backfield. Actually looks like a staggered backfield. We have Mendonca and Morris. Campbell dropping back to pass. He fires. The ball is going to be incomplete. In and out of the hands of Roy Mendonca coming out of the backfield. And it was a low throw anyway. This game in the daytime, and I kind of like playing daytime football games. Anyway, Mets coming in with the play. Campbell over center. Man split is Chris Worcester. To the right. They give it to Roy Mendonca, and he's through for about 5 yards. The third down at about 2 yards. No, not 2, like 5. They're down at about 5 yards, so 5-yard pickup. Clock ticking down at 7:55 in the first quarter. Chelmsford with possession of the ball after a great interception by Dom Lacampo. Campbell over center, sends a man in motion, is Coder. The snap, the give is to Morris. Morris is going to have the first down. He could be. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chelmsford. Morris got his blocks up the middle and then into the end zone for the touchdown. No contest. 6-0 Chelmsford. Chelmsford now coming out. Eric Mounsey. I don't even know how many touchdowns Morris has scored this year. He scored more than his share of them. The band sets to play Chelmsford High fight song, Fielding to hold. Mounsey to kick. Score 6-0. Mounsey's going to be kicking. Wind, and it's good. And that makes the score 7-0 from Memorial Field in Tewksbury. Nice stadium. Beautiful stadium. We're going to go to break. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. So here we go. Let's go. Quick commercial break. And who'd have thought Chelmsford would be kicking off twice within the first 4 minutes of the ball game? But Jeff Smart will kick it off for the Lions. Line drive kick is going to be taken by number 1, Jeff Wagstaff. Wagstaff tries to cut around the other side, but it's not going to work, as number 48 for Chelmsford, Ryan Frink, a sophomore, makes the tackle. But they're going to mark off 15 yards. A personal foul called on Chelmsford. I didn't see what the infraction was. But that gives Tewksbury a little better on the field position from about the 43-yard line. So Sullivan's coming back out with his Redmond, excuse me. The other Redmond. Number 42 in the backfield, Eric Nickerson, along with 25 in the pro formation, Eric Hamilton. The give is to Hamilton. Hamilton around the end. No, it's not. They did a great job hiding that because I couldn't even tell. Nickerson on the carry ahead for about 2 or 3 yards. Coach Rich speaking to the official about something on the sideline there, and that's the rest of the Chelmsford team. Number 55, Dan Vershovsky. Good crowd here for the Lions. As Sullivan moves himself over center, Chelmsford changes up their formation to a 4-man front. Fumble on the play. It looks like Chelmsford has possession. That's the indication Chelmsford takes over. What do you know? 2 turnovers for Tewksbury within the first 4 minutes of the ball game. Didn't catch who recovered the fumble, but doesn't matter who recovered it as long as Chelmsford did, and they did. And Campbell brings about over center. Coder is the tight end, fielding. Campbell's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked for a loss of about 6 or 7, and maybe more than that. It's an all-out attack by the Tewksbury defense. It'll be second down at about 16, 17 yards. So it's second down about 16. Coder in motion and now starts back to the other side. Campbell dropping back to pass. He's in trouble again. He scrambles. He's out of the pocket. He's got room down the sideline. He's got the first down and more, and he's finally out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. Good decision by Chris Campbell to keep the ball and run, and in that decision he picks up a good chunk of yardage, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 28-yard line.
First down, Chelmsford.
Just a broken play as the offensive line collapsed in on him. And going the other way to the pressure, and he gets significant yardage. Campbell again brings the Lions over center. In motion is Coder. The give is to Chris Morris, and Morris is going to be brought down after a gain of about 2 or 3. He's second down at about 8, 7, 8, about that. Timeout on the field, official timeout. And number 38 for Tewksbury, Jack Burns, seems to be hurting a bit, and he'll be escorted off the field. That's CHS head coach Bruce Rich doing a great job in his 3rd year as CHS head coach. Now talking to Ken Fielding, going to bring the play in. And Holt in there, but Morris, Ken Fielding, back out. He brings the play out. Campbell over center. I backfield, Mendonca the up back, Morris the tailback. Motion from Coder. The give is to Mendonca. Oh, taken down hard by number 76, Jim Lagakos. For a gain of a few yards. It'll be 3rd down at about 6, 4, 5, 6, something like that. 3rd down at about 4. Campbell over center, I backfield. In motion is Coder. Morris is going to get taken down right away. He's going to be close to the 1st down. No, he won't be close to the 1st down. It'll be 4th down and about 4 with that long field goal kick. I'd be interested to see what happens. Be 4th down, about 4. Chris Worcester coming in. He's going to take the play, and Matt Holt also coming in, number 29. That's the Tewksbury huddle you see. Right there, the Tewksbury Redmen, the 2-6 Tewksbury Redmen, having a tough season so far. But they're a young team. They'll be back in the next coming years. Campbell over center from 4th down. It's 4th and 4. I backfield. They give us to Mendonca. Mendonca's got room. Look at this. It's a race, and Mendonca's into the end zone. Another touchdown, Chelmsford. Unbelievable. The score 13-0. Roy Mendonca goes into the end zone. He scored his share of touchdowns after coming back from his injury. In week 1. So windy here that even the camera person is blowing over. Mounsey to kick, Fielding to hold. The kick is up. It's good. 14-0 Chelmsford. And as the Chelmsford High band breaks out into their round of Chelmsford High, we're going to break into this commercial break. Kick is taken by number 33 for Tewksbury, 32, excuse me, goes around the end and taken down about the 26, 27-yard line by Dan Leahy. 32, Mark Boudreau. Mozzie actually came on and kicked. Why Jeff Smart wasn't out there, I do not know. Score 14-0, Chelmsford leads it in the first quarter. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remain. So it will be 1st and 10 from the 26. Sullivan over center. He's going to set up with double tight. The give is to the up back, who is number 25, Eric Hamilton. And he gets about 3 or 4 yards, 3 yards. Second down and 7. Tewksbury breaks out of their huddle. Sullivan over center. The pitch out to Hamilton. Hamilton's going around the end. Oh, good block by Tewksbury, and finally out of bounds is number 25, Eric Hamilton. And he's going to be close to having the first down. But I don't think he'll get it based on the spot. No, he won't. It'll be about 3rd down and 3. The wind has been blowing all morning, remnants of the rain that moved through here last night. Sullivan over center, 3rd down and about 3 or 4. A far backfield. There's motion on the line. It looks like they're going to call a dead ball foul and false start. Illegal motion on Tewksbury, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. The penalty is going to be declined, though. It's still 4th down and about 4 yards, as they didn't get anywhere. And the punting unit comes on for Tewksbury Redmond, and Matt Holt comes out to return for the Lions. 2:39 left in this ball game. 14-0 the score. Chelmsford ahead. Sullivan to punt. The snap is a high one. It almost gets it blocked. And Holt wisely lets it take some bounce. And Tewksbury is going to down at about the 31-yard line of Chelmsford. We're going to a quick commercial break as Chelmsford brings it back out onto the field. Hey, and guess what? We're back. Campbell brings him over center. Mets in motion. The give is to Morris. He's going to try to sweep around the end, and he's going to be taken down after a pickup of about 5. Maybe about 6 if they're lucky on the spot. It's a rather generous spot. 2nd down and about 5. Looks more like 4 from the Chelmsford 36. I backfield, Mendonca and Morris, with Holt split wide right. And Campbell's going to call a timeout for the Lions. Their first timeout that they've taken. 1:44 remains in the first quarter. The score is still 14-0. Chelmsford ahead. 2nd and 5 when we come back from the timeout from the 38-yard line. First touchdown, big run up the middle by Chris Morris, and then the other one, another big run up the middle by Roy Mendonca, and still one of those situations where you can try to get in front of Roy Mendonca to stop him, but it ain't going to work. This beautiful stadium, Memorial Field in Tewksbury, no lights here, but this is the way it's meant to be played, football in the daytime. I'd like to see more of these in Chelmsford, but hey, they got the lights, so why bother? It's also a lot warmer here than it has been in the other games, and another result of playing in the daytime. Campbell over center. It's basically the same set. We have double tight. Campbell rolling out. He's going to keep it himself. That's the play, and Campbell's going to have the first down, it looks like. As he goes out of bounds about the 41, 42-yard line, and he'll have the first down. The signal from the referee. First down at 1:39 as he did get out of bounds. The clock stops. Chris Worcester going to bring the play in. The Redmond break their huddle. Campbell over center with Worcester in motion. They give us to Mendonca. Mendonca breaks free across midfield. He's going to have the first down. 11-yard pickup for Roy Mendonca. Just kept moving along. His legs never stopped moving. He's pretty quick for a big guy, too. Probably end up wrestling 215s this year for Coach Bruce Rich and the Chelmsford Wrestling program. And a lot of these wrestlers also, a lot of these football players also wrestle because they know how to tackle. And their wrestling helps them taking down people in football. Fielding in motion. Campbell keeps it himself. Campbell's ahead. Campbell's got room. Campbell moves ahead. It looks like he's going to have another first down. It's about a 12-yard pickup for Chris Campbell. From the 35-yard line, first down. Nose right on the 35 there. Clock running. We have under 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Chelmsford leads it 14-0. Campbell over center. Morris trying to power forward, and the pile's not going anywhere. It's going to be a pickup of about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. Clock ticking down, under 30 seconds. 18, 17, 16. On the clock, 14-0. But then again, if you can read, then you know that. Looks like that's going to be the last play of the quarter as the clock runs down 3, 2, 1, 0, and that's the end of the first quarter. Chelmsford leads it 14-0. We're going to go to a quick commercial break here at Memorial Field. Hey, and we're back at Memorial Field in Tewksbury. 14-0. Lions ahead of the Tewksbury Redmen. Band sounds great. Big crowd here for Chelmsford at Tewksbury. They're still filing in. Start of the second quarter, 10 minutes. Set on the clock. Campbell again over center. Campbell keeps it. Campbell keeps it. Campbell! It's a foot race and into the end zone. Campbell scores a touchdown. And that makes the score 20-0. Oh my gosh, I think Moundsie's legs are going to get tired. Mounsie and Smart's legs from all the kicks they've had to, or they will have had to take. Mounsie coming onto the field to make the extra point kick. 20-0 is the score, trying to make it 21. Fielding again to hold, and this is the first time they'll be at the other end. See if it makes a difference on the kick, and it doesn't appear to, and the kick is good. 21-0 with 9:50 remaining in the half. So it looks like my prediction was wrong already. But that's a good thing because Chelmsford is in the lead, and with that lead, we're going to take this break. And we are back. 3 cheers for Chelmsford High School. And they've put 3 touchdowns on the board. 21-0. 9:50 remains in the first half, so it's still a good portion of time remaining. Mounsie's going to kick it. I don't know what's wrong with Jeff Smart, but he's not in the kick. Mounsie to kick, the sophomore. The kick, and it's a pretty good one, taken at about the 10-yard line by Hamilton. Hamilton's got a seam up the middle, but it breaks down, and trying to go around the end. Pashoni giving chase, and brought down by Barry McDonald and Billy Ryder around the 35-yard line.
Hamilton on a return.
Eric Hamilton, number 25, a junior.
Tewksbury Football
Out of Tewksbury High School.
on their own 34-yard line.
Sullivan's going to bring him out. Chelmsford defense comes in. Wojcicki makes sure they're all set. Capo looks like he's playing corner with Sullivan over center. Number 24 in motion in. Sullivan dropping back to pass. Sullivan's in a little bit of trouble. Oh, great play. Great hit by Dan Wojcicki. And the pass is incomplete. Pass intended for number 42, Eric Nickerson, and he didn't even have a chance to grab onto the ball before Dan Wojcicki made a perfect hit to jar it loose. Tewksbury looks like they're in the hurry-up mode. Dropping back to pass is Sullivan. Completes the pass to number 3. He stays in bounds. He's twisting in and out, in and out, in and out, and finally brought down. He's going to have the first down. Number 3, Justin Halloran, wide receiver / defensive back, and wide receiver in that set, obviously. Senior out of Tewksbury High School. We have Sullivan again over center with the I backfield. They give us a number 25, and oh my gosh. What a hit. That knocks him back
Hit initially by Dunn.
about a yard. Evan Dunn, that was a monster of a hit. Initial hit at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Tewksbury sideline, no, they don't look happy over there. Ooh, I don't know about that one. I think Chelmsford got away with the face mask there.
I'm drawing a carry.
Barry McDonald, I think, on the stop. Boudreau on the carry. Number 32, the sophomore. Third down and about 7 from the 46-yard line. Tewksbury desperately trying to put the ball into the end zone. The pitch, the reverse. It's number 1. He's going to try to run it around the end. McDonald giving chase, and he's going to be hit by a number of Chelmsford defenders, but he's going to get the first down. Pick up about 10 yards. The 3rd down and 7 situation, that'll be plenty. Wagstaff, number 1, Jay Wagstaff, sophomore. On the reverse. That's the kind of thing Tewksbury's going to have to do to put points on the board, try the misdirection plays. Sullivan over center. Dropping back to pass. Fires, oh, incomplete, just out of the reach of Justin Halloran, the wide receiver. Made a leaping effort to try to get the ball, but didn't leap as far as he needed to. Or couldn't leap as far as he needed to. 2nd down and 10. Tewksbury being forced to throw the ball, being down in this 21-0 hole. They like to go with that formation, everyone tight. Pro backfield. Fumble on the play. Immediately, Sullivan falls on top of it, and that's about a loss of about 3 yards. 3rd down at about 13. That would be the Tewksbury Redmen that you see. That will be the line of scrimmage that you see. That would be Sullivan over center in the pro backfield. Sullivan dropping back to pass on 3rd and 13. Fires it deep. Oh! No way! Are they going to call a completion? Or a fumble? And they will call the incomplete pass. Looked like the ground caused the fumble, and as we know, the ground cannot cause a fumble, therefore an incomplete pass. So it'll be 4th down and about 12. The punting unit coming on for the Tewksbury Redmen, and Matt Holt coming in. Benton and KP Walsh coming off for the Lions. That drum corps sounds powerful today for the Chelmsford Lions marching band. Sullivan back to punt. The quarterback is also the punter. A delay of game on Tewksbury. That moves it back another 5 yards. 4th down at about 17. Too bad for Tewksbury. 4th and 17. Sullivan back to punt on his own 35-yard line. The snap, decent one. The kick is off. It's a good kick. Taken by, no, goes over Chris Morris's head, and that ball into the end zone, out of danger, and Chelmsford will take it on the 20-yard line.
Chelmsford takes over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
So the touchback from the 20-yard line. It seems we stay alive, and yes, we are. Band wars continue. As soon as one band finishes playing, the other band starts. Giving us a whole slew of entertainment here at Memorial Field. Campbell brings out the Lions. In the backfield is Mendonca and Morris in the I. Fielding in motion from his split position. They give us to Chris Morris. He almost breaks free, and that's a gain of about 17 yards, and Morris to the 39-yard line. Excuse me, a 19-yard carry for Chris Morris. And that's the kind of thing we like to see. Chris Morris keeps going forward and forward, and he keeps getting better and better every week as he gets that blocking, and the Chelmsford blocking corps, the offensive line, and everything else doing an incredible job, and they deserve all the credit in the world. Double wing with Coder in motion. Campbell dropping back to pass. Campbell's got time. Campbell now keeps himself. He tucks it under and runs. Campbell's going to be close to the first down, and it looks like he's going to be about a half a yard short, though.
Campbell on the carry.
Looks like the chain person thought they were going to have the first down, but they don't. So it'll still be second down and about 1.5, 2 yards. Campbell over center, I backfield. Coder in motion. And Chelmsford's going to call a timeout. Bruce Rich frantically screaming, timeout, timeout, timeout. That's the second timeout of the game second timeout of the half, excuse me, for the Lions. And with this timeout, we're going to go to a commercial break. And we're back. The score 21-0. 5:32 remains at Memorial Field in Tewksbury. Chelmsford Lions traveling here to play the Tewksbury Redmen in Week 9 action of the football schedule. Tewksbury looks like they're ready to go. The field is located near the high school, but not at the high school. They have a new police station. That's a huge police station. Campbell over center. About 2 yards to go. Coder in motion. They give us to Morris. He's across for the first down and more. So it'll be a first down and about 10. Campbell gives to Morris. Morris has got room. Morris is ahead for about 4 yards. Cuts the outside, had a few problems, but we're in the second quarter. 4:26 remains. Campbell over center. That looks like Morris. Split. They give the reverse to Holt. And Holt, his head just gets across the line of scrimmage. And it'll be third down and about 4. Pick up about 1 yard, under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Campbell on the Lions coming back. Worcester's going to be split wide right. High backfield. Double tight. They give us to Morris. Morris is ahead. He's going to be close to the first down. Very close on the spot. They may have to measure this one. It is close.
Illegal block against Chelmsford.
But they're going to call an illegal block against Chelmsford, so none of that gain is going to matter. Because it's going to come back. Ten yards, and it'll still be third down and about 11. From the just inside the 50-yard line. Kind of like being an announcer up here because I always have 50-yard line seats. Campbell over center. Fielding in motion. The snap. The give to Mendonca. Fumble. Tewksbury signaling that they have the ball. Chelmsford offense staying out there, so Chelmsford retains possession. Mendonca smartly falling right on top of it. Fourth down and about 6. Fielding bringing the play in. Just over 2 minutes. We will hit the 2-minute warning momentarily in 15 seconds. Campbell dropping back to pass. Campbell in a little bit of trouble. It's picked off. Picked off by number 81, Mark Morris. A senior. He's a captain. And Campbell making the tackle himself. And Tewksbury's going to start over from the Chelmsford 45. 1:58. They have probably a final shot in this half to put the ball in the end zone. So as to not go to halftime on the short end of a shutout. Taking over is Sullivan, who sets over center in the pro formation. There's 2 running backs. To give, oh my gosh! The line collapses and Tewksbury, number 62, makes the tackle. Eric Hamilton, that's a loss of 5 yards. Second down and 15 from about the 50-yard line. Coming off the field for Tewksbury is Brad Wagstaff, number 2. He's a senior, most likely the brother of number 1, Jay Wagstaff. Sullivan over center, triple split to the right side. Dropping back to pass, Sullivan looking, he's got room up the middle, but his leg is going to be grabbed by Tewksbury. He makes another stop, and Sullivan is slow to get up. But he does. Timeout. Tewksbury takes their timeout, their first timeout, and they'll have 3 left. 1:08 remains in the second quarter, excuse me. We'll go to this quick commercial break while they're sorting things out. And we're back at Memorial Field in Tewksbury. 21-0 to score, 1:08 remains. Chelmsford with a good crowd on hand for an away game especially. Tewksbury has a pretty decent crowd also. Not used to playing on a Sunday. But it's third down at about 14. Sullivan dropping back to pass. Sullivan has time and completes it across the middle to number 81. He's going to be close to the first down, but I don't think he'll have it. Number 81 is Mark Morris. It'll be fourth down in about under a minute. Evan Dunn rushes off the field. Dropping back to pass. In trouble. Dumps it off to number 3. Room up the sideline. He's got the first down easily, and more Justin Halloran on the reception. And it'll be a first down and 10 from what looks like about the 22-yard line. "34 seconds. "34 seconds remain in the half. Sullivan over center, pro backfield. Nickerson and Hamilton. Dropping back to pass. Sullivan looking for a receiver. He's got Halloran in the end zone. And, whoa, pushed out of bounds there. You can maybe able to call offensive pass interference on that one. They absolutely took out Andy Fleming, who's not a very big kid compared to Justin Halloran. And that periodic banging you hear, the wind is so strong it's blowing over, or blowing open, excuse me, our, whatchamacallit, our press box door here. Blowing it shut and doing everything that the wind does. Sullivan over center. Fires, oh, incomplete. Halloran lost it in and out of his hands, and he just lost control of it, and it falls to the ground. 3rd and 10. At this point, Tewksbury being forced to throw the ball, and guess what? Chelmsford gets the ball back at the half. Sullivan in the shotgun. He's got time. No, he doesn't. The fire is complete to Halloran. Halloran dekes once, dekes twice, and now powering forward. He's about at the 11-yard line before he's taken down by a host of Chelmsford defenders. Thirteen and a half seconds remain. Clock momentarily stopped as they reset the chains. First and 10. They have room to get the first down inside the 1-yard line. From the 11-yard line. Some confusion in the backfield. Hamilton's going to be split man. Dropping back to pass. Sullivan fires. Batted down by Evan Dunn. 9 seconds remain. 9.2 seconds remain. Batted down by Evan Dunn. Sullivan brings it back out. Just over 9 seconds remaining. Sullivan fires. Complete to Halloran. No, it's not. He dropped it. And this Chelmsford defense, I feel sorry for these Tewksbury Redmen because they're just getting hit all over the place by these Chelmsford defenders. .8 seconds left. Tewksbury will have time for another play if they get it off quickly, maybe 2. Oh, that looked like a push off there. John Tkach, the junior, into the end zone. That looked like a push-off. There's a way Dan Leahy was on coverage there. But the referee didn't see that, and they're not going to call it on Tewksbury down by 21 points, and now it's 21-6. Set to kick, the fumble. The extra point kick is, of course, no good. 1.7 seconds remaining. 21-6. Tewksbury will have time to kick it off. And that will be the end of the first half. 21-6. from Memorial Field in Tewksbury.
And welcome back, everybody. The second half will start shortly. Chelmsford leading Tewksbury 21-6. And now I'm joined by cheerleading coach Vicky Ruane. Vicky, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
How's it gone so far? How have the cheerleaders been doing? They've done 8 games now.
They're doing awesome. They're still working on their competition routine, which is what they do most of the time at their practices. And slowly but surely, they're increasing the difficulty level. They're all working on their tumbling skills, working together. They're doing a great job.
When is the competition?
February, they start competing, and they run right through March.
So I thought the winter cheerleaders were different, but they stay the same?
Same, yep. Same team.
All right, and what about from last year? Have you changed the routine? Do you change the routine like drastically, or do you make it the same mostly?
I would say this year it's changed drastically from last year. It's much more difficulty, but they had last year to condition for it. They did a lot of conditioning at the beginning of the season, and now they're ready for it.
And what about the new girls, though? Have they adapted well?
Very well. They're doing awesome.
All right, thanks, Vicky.
You're welcome.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, at Memorial Field in Tewksbury. The score is 21-6, and guess what? Chelmsford's in the lead. Great game being played so far by the Lions, and they're going to have a chance to add to it right away because they're going to get the kickoff. Started out on a fumble at about, a fumble about the 20-yard line that Tewksbury gave up, and Chelmsford recovered and just put it into the end zone. Morris on an 11-yard carry. Then Mendonca took it into the end zone after a pickoff about the 45-yard line by Dom Lacampo of Chelmsford. To recap, and into the end zone goes Roy Mendonca on the ensuing drive. And down the other end of the field, Chris Campbell took it in from about 16 yards out. Even more than that, going around the end as the pocket collapsed. And doing a great job. So scored 21-0. Mousy perfect, 3 for 3 on his PATs. To kick for Tewksbury, number 80, Jonathan Koch. Tight end, he's a junior. Taken by Morris on the fly, and he immediately falls down. So according to the rules, he'll be down right there. 1st and 10 from the 22.5-yard line. And he will be spotted at the 23. 9:57. We've just started.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Oh, mate? Yeah.
Third quarter action. 21-6 the score. Campbell over center. I backfield. Fielding split way out. Mets in motion. They give us to Morris. Morris up the middle for a good pickup, about 5 or 6 yards.
Brought down like gas. 8-4 in the play.
.9:26, clock ticks down. Chelmsford has time on their side, but that's certainly not safe to say in the third quarter, late in the third quarter at that. And we're going to have false delay of game against Chelmsford. Moving back 5 yards. It's pretty tough to determine what the time on the play of game is, the play clock is without the clocks like they have in a pro stadium. But this isn't the pros, this is MBC high school football. And just to remind you, in case you've forgotten, I'm Dan Kachufis. We will not be joined by Jeff Sauer today, he had to work. So you have to put up with me for the next 20 minutes. In motion is Worcester. On the carry is Roy Mendonca. Ahead for about 2 yards. It's going to be third down at about 8. Holt bringing the play in for the Lions. Campbell set to go. Moving in is Matt Holt. Campbell rolling out in a little bit of trouble. Campbell being chased. Campbell is going to be sacked very deep in his own backfield, and he's going to have possession of the ball on about the 14, 13-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down at a bunch, and Chelmsford wisely likes to punt. So Eric Monzi comes up. Mounty back to kick near his own goal line. The eventual snap from the 5. It's a low kick. And touch! And down the field looks like Tewksbury has it from about the 35-yard line. Bounced off the Tewksbury return man's face mask. And dangerous situation. But Tewksbury will have it on the 36-yard line. Sullivan gives to number 33, and he's ahead for to about the 30-yard line. Number 33, Ryan Carlson, sophomore. About a 7-yard pickup. It's going to be 2nd down at about 3. Snap, the give to number 42, the fullback. Not getting much room. About a 1-yard pickup. Nickerson on the carry. Third down, about 3 for the Redmen. Dumps it out, complete. And looks like he will have the first down. Eric Hamilton, the junior, has the pass completed to him, and he'll have the first down. Tewksbury driving, 21-6 the score. Tewksbury's on the short end. About the 19. They give us to Nickerson. Nickerson gets about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards, and then nothing after that.
You gave too much cushion last time, Chris. You needed 3 yards. Gotta get out.
16. Double miss. Rover. Double miss. Number 6. 6. Lock on the back. That's your right.
You hear the Chelmsford coaching staff yelling in the background. One of them is defensive coordinator, athletic director Jack Fletcher, and his defense should be proud about his defense on that one, as the pocket completely collapsed around Sullivan, Tom Sullivan, and not good for Tewksbury as Chelmsford gets the sack and sets him back about 5-6 yards. So it's 3rd down and 14 now. From the 26-yard line, as they mark it on the scoreboard. Didn't catch the number. Oh my gosh, they're going to call a
penalty flag on the play.
Penalty, a personal foul on Tewksbury. Pete Cormier jumping around. He was hurt on that play, and he's limping.
Christian Billy. Hey.
Chris and Billy, don't get too much cushion now. They got a long way to go, but not too much.
So it'll be third down and a bunch, probably about 25. Third down and 30 according to the scoreboard. From the 37-yard line, they need to get to give the reverse to number 24 around the end. Got room, but he's going to be taken down. He'll be short. And it'll go to first down. That was actually fourth down. The scoreboard said 30. Well, whatever it is, Chumps are taking over on downs. Campbell. Bring his lines out. Chumps takes over from there on 24. Scoreboard says 23, but it is the 24-yard line. Don't worry about that. Campbell over center, Holt in motion. Pitches out to Morris. Morris going to be taken down after a gain of about 4. Second down and about 6. Chris Morris averaging over 100 yards a game, and he had some big games that throw that number over the 100-yard mark. Chelmsford breaks huddle to the line of scrimmage. Delay of game. Third delay of game call we've seen. 2 of them have been against the Lions. Fortunately, that's Chelmsford back 5 yards, and it can be second down and 11 instead of second down and 6. Fielding bringing the play in. Campbell rolling out. Campbell in a little bit of trouble. He has Codero in the wide open field. Codere's going to have the first down and more. There's a flag on the play, however. And this one may come back. And there's another flag on the play. And that one's a third flag now on the play. An eligible man downfield. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Chelmsford. As you heard, the Boo Birds are out at Memorial Field. Thanksgiving in 10 days, and we'll be playing Billerica. And that moves Chelmsford back very, very far.
Coach, get eligible downfield, okay? And number 10, that's good. That's good. You guys gotta get inside of 25, too. Inside of 25.
Fielding brings the play in, Coach Rich.
Let's go, offense! Go! Good offense!
Second down and 35, no, probably about 25. Holt on, not Holt, Morris on the goal line. The give is to Morris. Morris breaking through about the 15-yard line. Be third down and along 17-18. Why the scoreboard says 25, I'm not sure.
Number 10, Coach. Yes. We We all did.
Campbell dropping back to pass. He fires downfield. Holt open and simply overthrown by Chris Campbell, who's got a great arm and couldn't harness it there. But it's going to be incomplete, and Chelmsford's going to have to punt the ball away. 1:47 remains. The intended receiver, yes, that's Matt Holt, number 29. Couldn't track it down. Pass was about 5 yards too far in front of him. And the score will remain 21-6 for the time being. If he had completed that pass, Matt Holt would have had a foot race into the end zone with the defensive back. And I think Holt probably would have won it. Monsey back to kick. 2 men back deep for Tewksbury, number 9 and number 32. The snap, the kick, pretty good kick. Going to be taken down by number 32 inside his own 50-yard line. Fumble on the play. Chelmsford recovers. No, it goes out of bounds.
Tewksbury Football, 1st and 10 from Chelmsford 46-yard line.
Unbelievable. I don't like this officiating crew one bit, but we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, at Memorial Field in Tewksbury. In case you're wondering, this is near the police station and the fire station, all that great stuff. Tewksbury, I don't know if this is considered downtown Tewksbury or not, but whatever. Sullivan back out, 3 men in the backfield. The give is to 25, close to the first down. Very, very close to the first down. And it will be a first down. Eric Hamilton on the carry. And we'd like to thank the Chelmsford Fire Department. They let us use one of their generators. Unfortunately, Tewksbury, the press box, power isn't the greatest here, so we have to use that. We have to use our own power. So this game is partly being brought to you by the Chelmsford Fire Department. Timeout being called. I didn't see who it was called by, but it will be called by somebody. 9:40 remains in this ball game. Chelmsford hasn't had much luck on the offensive side of things. Defense has been playing well, however, in the second half. CHS headman Bruce Rich, along with some of the other Chelmsford coaches. No, they're not jumping around, but they ought to be. It's getting kind of chilly here. Hamilton in motion. Gonna be picked off by Billy Ryder. Ryder's stays. No, they're going to whistle him dead about the 44-yard line, 46-yard line, excuse me. So Chelmsford's going to take over another turnover. And this has been the death of Tewksbury via the turnover today. And they've been the big story. There have been a lot of turnovers on both sides of the ball. Tewksbury coaches, understandably, aren't very happy. But we're happy on the Chelmsford side. Codair in motion. They give us to Chris Morris. Morris is still powering forward for about a 5-yard pickup. Ball spotted from the 5-yard line. Yes, he's ahead to the 45-yard line. Second down and 5. 9:09 remaining in this ball game. Tewksbury's going to have to string something together now. In motion is Codair. Morris almost taken down in the backfield. Morris powers ahead. He's going to be short of the first down by about a half a yard. Just inside the 40-yard line. Just outside the 40-yard line, excuse me. Holt coming in with the play. In motion is Holt. Toward the top, pushing forward, and keeping going. Keeping it moving is Chris Campbell, the quarterback. The sneak up the middle, and it's good for more than just the first down. It's good. So we first down and 10. Fielding coming in with the play for the Lions. Number 81, that is Ken Fielding. And that is Chris Campbell, the quarterback, number 10. Codair is in motion. The snap. Campbell's going to keep it himself. Campbell's got room around the end. Campbell cuts back. Oh, good shoestring tackle by Ryan Carlson. And it doesn't look like they have the first down in this. But it'll be second down and decent chunk of yardage. No, it will be first down. Excuse me, they did get the first down. Late movement by the flag people, the chain people. 7:26 remains in this ball game. Morris ahead, and about to the 15-yard line, it looks like. Morris pushing forward and doing more and more and more, and finally getting taken down about the 16-yard line. Second down and about 5, though. Tewksbury High School marching band is very, very small. Codair in motion. Give us to Morris, but it looks like it's going to come back. Maybe a legal motion call. And this crowd isn't happy. And deservedly so. That's a questionable call at best. (21-6). 6.5 minutes remain. Second down, it'll be about 11 for the Lions. From what looks like the 24-yard line. Codair's going in motion. False start on the Lions.
Back up, please. You need to move.
It's getting kind of ridiculous. They're calling penalties where I don't think there should be penalties called. Second down and 16. Codair in motion. Oh, Morris is going to be taken down in the backfield by number 76, Jim Lagakos. So it'll be third down and mucho yardage. More than that 16 they have on the board. About 21, I'd say. Third down, about 21. Campbell dropping back to pass. He fires. Pass, oh, in and out of the hands of Matt Holt. And it was almost picked off to boot by Ryan Carlson.
Pass intended for Holt. Incomplete.
Touchdown.
5:07. 21-6. Over center. Campbell pitches out. Reverse to Holt. Holt fires a pass. Complete to Campbell. Campbell's not going to have the first down. But doesn't matter. Tewksbury's going to take over, though. On about their own 16-yard line, so they're quite a task to get back downfield. It looks like they're going to have to go with the throw. So Chelmsford might go with the nickel defense here, if they even have it. Fleming, and that is Lacapo at corner. Bringing everyone up, pitches out. Sullivan in trouble. So they'll move him back 5 yards. (21-6) is your score. Sullivan barking out signals. Pro backfield. Fumble. Sullivan falls on top of it. And it'll be second down, and we'll say, let's see, how many yards? Probably lost 2 or 3 on the play. Sullivan over center. Pro backfield. Uh-oh, if they were calling motion, they should have called it on Tewksbury there. Rolling out to pass. Oh, incomplete. Pass intended for Jay Wagstaff. Incomplete. It's third down and 15 from the 12-yard line. Fleming comes off, Ryder comes in. Chelmsford starters still out. They need to stop Tewksbury from possibly scoring again. Dropping back to pass. Oh, bobbling. Has it completed across the middle, but it'll go to fourth down as Mark Morris picked it out of the sky and bobbled a little bit as he goes. It's going to be fourth down and we'll say about 5 yards. Tewksbury's going to have to go for it here. They cannot afford to punch it away. There's under 4 minutes left. 4th and 5 from the 24-yard line. Sullivan into the shotgun. And And that's going to be a motion call. As the quarterback moved, but the ball didn't. So they'll move it back. It'll be 4th down and 10. We'll see if they rethink their strategy. And chances are they won't, because they're down by 15 points. Three minutes, 21 seconds. Sullivan drops back to pass. He fires deep. Wagstaff drops the ball, and Chelmsford will take over on downs from the 19-yard line of Tewksbury.
Chelmsford ball, 1st and 10. From Tewksbury's 18-yard line.
Good pass defense by Ryder and Lacapo together, preventing Jay Wagstaff from making the catch. Little yellow thing flying around, but no, that's not a flag. Triple I backfield. Give to Morris, fumble on the play. Tewksbury takes over. So in the first play from scrimmage, Chelmsford fumbles the ball, and 21-6. Still the score, but Tewksbury gets it back on their own 19-yard line, on the 15-yard line, excuse me. Sullivan over center, everyone tight. The reverse to Wagstaff. Wagstaff cuts back inside. Wagstaff got room. He'll have the first down, and he stays in bounds. They keep him in bounds.
On the tackle.
And it's 2:52 with 2:52 remaining. And in the jungle, the lion sleeps tonight, but not tonight, not this afternoon. 1st and 10. Drop it back to pass, fires, downfield, incomplete. Oh, great effort by, that looked like Tyler Welch, number 9. Downfield, fully extended, and couldn't extend far enough. And the ball just out of his reach. Great effort. Dom Lacapo, one of the defensive stars of the game. Tewksbury playing valiantly, holding the lines. This has been a defensive battle in the second half. No one has put any points on the board. Played between the 30s. Pass complete to number 9, Tyler Welch, and run out of bounds by Dom Lacapo at about the 43-yard line. Tyler Welch coming out of the backfield. Or not coming out of the backfield. Looks like he was playing split end there. And it will be another first down for Tewksbury, 2:24. Sullivan dropping back to pass. He's in a little bit of trouble. He fires over the line, almost picked off. Ben had a chance, and there's a flag on the play, and I bet you that's going against Chelmsford. No, ineligible downfield on Tewksbury. Wow, we get more and more like NFL productions every week. Wow, we have a flag indicator. See what that ruckus is on the sideline. These Chelmsford fans are not happy. Chelmsford declines the penalty. It's now 2nd down and 10. Welch in motion. Passes incomplete. Oh boy, they could have called a flag on that one, I think. KP Walsh hit him. Number 2, a linebacker for the Lions. Sullivan brings him out again. Timeout or something on the field. Chelmsford faithful getting restless. Sullivan dropping back to pass. Fires deep. Wags. No, that's Welch. And it's knocked out of bounds by Dom Lacapo. Great job. And it will be 4th down and 10. And coming up next week, Thanksgiving Day football. And we still don't know if we're going live yet, but chances are we won't because usually we can't do Thanksgiving live. But it will be at home. Come out, watch your Lions play, and then go home and watch it on TV. We'll have a great pregame show for you. Actually, we're going to take a look at the Chelmsford-Billerica rivalry. Have a nice long sit-down interview with Coach Rich. Sullivan dropping back to pass. Oh, great catch. What a beautiful catch by Justin Halloran. Pulls it down out of the sky. He deserves all the credit in the world on that one. Two minutes and 3 seconds left. And hopefully we'll also have a look at the girls swimming and diving teams who competed in the sectionals, Division I North sectionals. So they jump. Pass complete to Welch, taken down by Pashoni. About the 35-yard line. 2nd down, and it looks like it's going to be about 3 or 4. Also, we will have Kevin Redmond in studio. Journalist working for the Freelancer, I believe, out of the Independent. Timeout on the field, 1:54 remains. Those are the Chelmsford cheerleaders. Right in the front there, Jen Casanova. Terry Normandin. But next week it will be a great pregame show, so don't miss it. We'll have a full half-an-hour edition of CHS Lions Game Day. Our final edition of the football season. And as always, Sachin Nene and I will be the anchors. Taken down after a gain of about 1 or 2 is number 33, Ryan Carlson. Dropping back to pass, Sullivan. Sullivan fires, complete to Carlson. Carlson's got run up the sideline. Carlson has got some blocks. Carlson is going to be tackled by the legs, and Don Macabo threw himself into Carlson's legs. First down for the Redmond, what looks like the 15-yard line. Under a minute 30. Pass downfield. There's a flag on the play. Unbelievable. I think they're called. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. That's an absolutely despicable call.
I hope it's just off that.
And I don't know where they're going to move that one. If it's half the distance or if it is a... Yep, moving it all the way to the 1 yard line. So it'll be first and goal. Dr. Kanamakis still working on Pete Cormier. He's late hit personal foul. Sullivan over center. Powers forward. Sullivan's into the end zone. Touchdown. And now what Tewksbury will have to do is they'll have to try the onside kick, or they'll have to go for two and then try the onside kick. Tewksbury High School fight song now being played by the Tewksbury High School Marching Band. Tewksbury Memorial High School, I believe it is, because it's TMHS. Sort of like BMHS, Billerica, and we're not going to... And they are going to set up for 2 points. Incomplete. I think there was more pass interference on that play than there was on the other one. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, though. And we're back at Memorial Field in Tewksbury. Redmond will kick the ball off to Chelmsford. 2-point conversion is no good, so Tewksbury is going to have to put the ball in the end zone and score the 2 points. That'll only make it 21-20, so that's not very bright prospects for the Redmen. Looks like they'll onside kick. Mark Boudreau is going to be the kicker. Chelmsford set to go. Everyone up. And the kick onside. Ball on the field. Looks like Codair takes it. Chelmsford recovers the ball. With 1:03, and there's a flag on the play. That looks like it's going to be unsportsmanlike. On Tewksbury, Mark Morris being called there. No one on the Tewksbury side appears very happy. Hey, look, who's that guy up there? Hey, that's me. .103. 21-12 is the score. Tewksbury still has their timeouts left. Some timeouts. Morris powering forward for, we'll say, about 4 yards. Now it's under a minute. Tewksbury will call a timeout. Well, they had to. 48 seconds. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. 21-12 the score. Being true, is 48.3 seconds remaining. Morris around the end. He's still going. He's got the first down, and he's knocked down about the 20-yard line, staying in bounds. Clock stops at 39. 0.8 seconds. Over center is Chris Campbell. Campbell hands off to Morris. Morris powering forward for 3 yards or so. Timeout called by Tewksbury. 12 seconds left. We'll go to a quick commercial break. We're waiting for play to resume. And we're back out. Looks like Chelmsford's in the downing formation. And Campbell's going to down it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 0. And this ball game's over. Chelmsford wins it 21-12. They go back to 500 at 4-4. And they're on the verge of having their first 500 season since 1995, when they went 5 and 6 and 4, I think, so, whatever it was. But the final score, 21-12, from Memorial Field in Tewksbury. Next week we will be with you, or not next week. We will be with you on Thanksgiving, however. And that game is going to be a 10 o'clock start. If you can make it out to the game, do so. Because these boys really need your support. Playing Bill Ricca on Thanksgiving Day, and if you're going to watch it, we'll be on the tube, the pregame show, half an hour before the ball game for the, I can't think with this band, they're just so good. We'll be on the air half an hour before the ball game, and we're going to say good afternoon, good night, whatever it is, at 21-12, the final score. I'm Dan Kachufis. Chelmsford wins to improve to 4-4-1.